Look, man, The Conjuring 2 sucks. Let's be honest. It's the same exact shit we've seen in every other haunting movie ever made. Only it's lacking a whole bunch of things that make sense. Now going in, I thought it was going to be pretty good, based on all of the positive reviews, but that was definitely not the case. One of the top praises for this movie was that it was very scary. Well, I got a question for those people. Who died? Who died in this movie? Nobody died in this movie. I don't even think anybody got hurt. What it does is that it lessens the impact of the movie being scary if there are no consequences. Nobody got hurt. Nobody died. So I guess the ghost or the demon wasn't that scary or powerful at all. The second thing that people say that is really great about this movie is that it has great characters. Now, I'll say the two main characters, the Warrens, they're alright. But the rest of the cast of characters were forgettable. Now, the main girl in the film was a pretty good actress, but we didn't really find out anything interesting about her. So when she was going through hell, we didn't really care. Now here's my main problem with this movie, which is the main villain, the demon nun. They never explained what the hell this demon nun wanted. Did it want to kill the family? Well, it had its chance, and it didn't do it. Did it want to possess the girl? So what was it trying to do? What was its motive? What was its goal? That was never explained. And why was this demon nun seen at the Amityville house? Was it following the Warrens? Did it have a personal vendetta against them? Why would that demon ghost be there and then go off to London to haunt a family? Also, something that was inconsistent was, in the beginning, the demon ghost or the demon nun acted through a surrogate ghost, which was the old man. And the old man was haunting the family and moving chairs and making noises. And everybody that came to the house knew that there was a haunting going on. But then later on, the ghost demon changes its mind and made it look like the girl was faking it so that the Warrens would leave, which is pretty inconsistent. But I guess you can argue that maybe the demon felt that the Warrens were too powerful or too strong. That's why it changed its mind. But that was never explained in that way, so we can't really give the filmmakers credit for that. This movie was just a little too predictable, which made it less scary and sort of less entertaining, since you knew exactly what was going to happen next. The best thing you can say about this movie is that it's a decent, average horror movie. Now, this movie had a couple of good, scary moments, but they turned out to be dream sequences, which was kind of disappointing. But it's definitely not as great as everybody keeps saying it is. Definitely not as good as part 1. Now, in conclusion, one of the best ways to judge a movie is to think about if you would watch it again if it was on TV or on Netflix. And honestly, I don't think I would. This movie was a little bit too long, not that scary. I'd much rather watch the first Conjuring or Insidious. In terms of horror movies, those movies actually stuck with you a little bit longer and sort of made you scared even after you left the theater. I'd give it a 5 out of 10. And that's why The Conjuring 2 is overrated. Thanks for watching my first video on this channel. Please stay tuned for more overrated reviews and even some underrated movies that will be reviewed.